Wow. Ah, did anybody see that presentation on that Square Enix did on that Avengers game? Wow. Let's discuss. Okay. Yes, people, it's LokiMan07, and you know what? Obviously, video games have been a bit crazy right now, right? The Last of Us 2, yeah, say no more. But I'm not going to speak on that because I haven't played the game, so fuck it, right? But one thing I have found absolutely hilarious, right, is my old pal Square Enix, okay? Because first there was the PS5 announcement, okay? And they showed us this game, right? The game doesn't even have a name. It's called Project Athia, right? Do I need to say anything, right? We ain't seen this game. I don't know if it's running on the Luminous engine, right? If that's still a thing, but it looks exactly like the Unreal Engine 5 presentation. That's hilarious, okay? It looks like it's reskinned, okay? What is that, right? But that's not the end of Square's hilarity, okay? What did we get a few days ago? This the Avengers game, and I'm not going to show the footage here. It's pointless me going out my way to collate video for this because not many people watch my channel. It's pointless. I'm just going to talk about it, okay? And you can watch me play Tekken. That's more interesting than this Avengers game. I'm telling you, okay? The animations in this game, okay, so I'm going to talk about things from a personal perspective that I like in video games, okay? I like fighting games, okay? And right, so that's the main thing. So when it comes to a fighting game, to me, animation is key, right? And reaction is key to enjoying the game. If I don't feel like I'm giving somebody a good hit in a video game, right, I'm not playing it, okay? And how that comes into play with this Avengers game is that when you're hitting people on this Avengers game, the closest game I can compare it to that's a fighting game is Mortal Kombat. The sounds weird, the reaction to the hits are weird, the animation of the hits are weird. That's why I don't play Mortal Kombat, and chances are, let's be honest, I'm not going to play this Avengers game. But I'm not here to tell you not to buy the Avengers game. Hey, if you're a normie and you like the Avengers game, please buy the Avengers game. And I'll explain why I'm saying that right now. Okay, so when Final Fantasy VII Remake first dropped and they showed the business model, I was pretty surprised. The business model is pretty old school. It's literally, here's the game. Here's some trinkets that you can buy as DLC for the game if you would like. It has no bearing on the enjoyment of the game. It's not like Final Fantasy 15 where like the actual story in Final Fantasy 15 is hidden behind a paywall, right? Right. But Final Fantasy 7 Remake is proper normal. You play the game, all the story is in the game. And I thought to myself, Square Enix for the past couple of years have been a bit of a dirtbag, okay? What happened? They must have the most confidence in Final Fantasy VII Remake, okay? because there's no dodgy business model at all. And then this Avengers game come back into conversation. I thought, oh yeah, that exists. Well, that was the thing with the trailer, with the terrible art style. So they have this Avengers Warzone presentation, and the game is essentially one of those what do they call it? I can't even remember what it's called because I do not play them. Okay, where there's a game, and it's essentially, here's the game, but we're going to build the game over a series of years, what have you, add more characters, etc. Like it's a fighting game or something, right? And then you pay for skins and stuff like that will support the game. I can't remember what the business model is called. Don't really care. But that's why, when a video game company has a business plan, okay, right? Everything comes into consideration. All the games are linked, right? So this Avengers game kind of eased the DLC practices for Final Fantasy VII Remake passively, because Square are banking on this consistent money from this Avengers game, and they're relying on the popularity of the characters and the license. So that in turn got us free of some of the dodgy business models. If Square has a game that is like that, that's just continually rolling money in, that is financially viable. Okay, so it's just one of those Destiny type games, something that EA would be proud of on a business model front. This is what the big companies, the big boys from the West do, right? They take advantage of their fan base, and that is fine. Okay, companies need to make money, right? Advertising in general is to take advantage of the to get you to want to buy things that you truly don't need. That's the whole point of the psychology of advertising, is to make you feel like, so you got somebody, let's say for example, right, you can buy the floss stance for a character, okay? Let's say it's Tekken, and you can get Asuka, who I'm playing now, to do the floss stance, but it costs like $1, right? On the Tekken store or PSN, whatever, right? I'm not gonna buy that. Like, I don't care if it costs 50p, right? Okay, that's not happening. Okay, but there are people that appeals to, and their wallet is free game for a company, as far as I'm concerned. You're buying that, right? That's on you. You get me? That's all on you. So if Square want to take advantage of that stuff, I'm more than happy, and I'm petitioning for people that like that stuff to buy the game, so we don't have to pay for stories in a role-playing game. Do you understand? Right? So let's get that out the window. But for me personally, I'm not touching that with a barge pole. No way. That's insane. Yeah. Not because of the business model, because the game just looks trash to me. Okay, it just looks terrible. It looks like it's running about 15 frames per second. Okay, anyway, let me not laugh. So I did mention another thing, this Project Athia looking like the Unreal presentation reskinned. To me, that is hilarious. Okay, like, we may have inadvertently seen the first PlayStation 6, right, game ever. All right, that game probably ain't even coming out on the next generation of consoles. It doesn't even have a name, and it's Square Enix. Sony are saying that it's easier to program, even more easier to program for the PS5 than it is for the PS4. So maybe that will give Square some time to do their thing, right? Like, it'll probably shave some years off. But Project Athia, I'll see you on the PS6, okay? Square's got a lot of things to do. They got to finish the Final Fantasy 7 remake, okay? People are calling out for Kingdom Hearts games, okay? I don't know if that's going to continue. AKA terrible writing the game. So we're going to get... are they going to make terrible writing the game 4? Who knows? Like, nobody's not checking for Project Athia. And it's supposed to be a PlayStation 5 console exclusive, right? Nah, I don't see that. Unless Sony's literally got their hand in helping with the development and everything themselves, and Sony want this game out. It's not happening. Right. So that's all I gotta say on the issue. But there's one more thing I gotta discuss, right? And it's when it comes to Square Enix Western Division, the only thing I care about is an old game of legend that, to me personally, is one of the best video game series of all time, that you guys probably definitely wouldn't agree with, but to me, the Deus Ex series is awesome, okay? One of the most underrated series in the entirety of video games. I like Deus Ex, right? And unfortunately, my boys Eidos Montreal are their resources right now and their talents are being used to make this Avengers game, right? And they're in partnership with Crystal Dynamics. I think Crystal Dynamics is the lead developer, and Eidos Montreal is there with the assist. But I just hope that that's not all that Square has got Eidos Montreal doing, because make a real game, make a decent game, get Deus Ex storyline finished and do it some justice, okay? Right? I don't care if the game sold less than you expected, like 3 million. That's good enough, okay? Just drop the budget or some, get that game finished, okay? That's all I got to say. This is LokiMan07 signing out. Like and subscribe, okay? Like and subscribe. Peace.